And on this episode of It Was Fun While It Lasted, we have this from That Park Place. The Pokemon Company hires Sean Armature as DEI and social responsibility consultant. She relishes in promoting LGBTQ plus agenda to young children. Honestly, I haven't heard about Pokemon in years, since Pokemon Go first came out. And I guess at this point, you might as well just go down the activism route. If you have no one talking about your company and the games are kind of stale, I have no idea if they're still making games. I have no idea if they're still making movies or TV shows. Or I remember Detective Pikachu, and that kind of died. We haven't really... Are we getting a Detective Pikachu 2? I really don't think it was that great of a movie or did that well in the box office to warrant a sequel. But we're not really getting anything for Pokemon. And they realize that. So I guess the only thing to do now is to change up everything that your company was based on, and let's start promoting our stuff and gearing it towards these people who, what we've seen from the past few years is they aren't buying the product anyway. They're not your consumer. After all these years of all these box office flops, show cancellation, video game historically terrible sales going down this route, Pokemon has decided to say, you know what? We've been doing everything right for decades. We could either reinvent ourselves and try new things, or we can go down the activism route and watch this bitch just collapse. Just watch it crumble and burn to the ground and lose everything that we've tried all these years to create. Because people are kind of bored with us. And then when they deal with massive boycotts, look at Bud Light. Look at what happened to Bud Light. Going down that route. Making a promotional can for Dylan Mulvaney. Took him out of the #1 beer spot in America. And it's funny though. It's really funny when I say things like that, and then people tell me, no, Bud Light's actually doing better than ever. People actually tell me that every time I talk about Bud Light, that no, the company is having record everything. Record high this and breaking records. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. If it was, why would they come out with all these statements saying they're just going to focus on beer and not social activism and all these other things? Is it possible maybe they lost so much money that they realized we have to course correct? Same thing with Pokemon. They are going to go down this route. They're going to hire this person. And now there's going to be probably new series and movies come out there with all these gay children in it. And it's going to get a ton of online backlash. And you know what's going to happen? The people behind Pokemon are going to say, you know what? We have to stop this. And it's going to happen. And we all know it's going to happen. I really wish there was a place out there where you can bet on these things, because we'd all be millionaires. We'd all be millions. Didn't the other day Toyota got rid of all their pride flags and said we're not going to give money to all these places? Didn't they do? I think they did something like that, where they said, okay, we're done giving money to these things. We're just going to focus on making cars. It's not working. It's not working at all. And every year, we're seeing less and less companies change their icons during Pride Month. I think Pride Month is one of the biggest disgusting cash grabs out there. It's absolutely ridiculous. All these companies change their logo the very start of Pride Month. And then as soon as 12 o'clock midnight on the last day hits, boom, it's all back to the original stuff. They don't care. They don't care at all. Pokemon, your entire thing is just pocket monsters. Now you're changing everything up. Putting agendas to children. Amazing. Companies, they're all going downhill. If you cannot go down a route of success, just go to activism, get a ton of online attention, and then just burn the company down like every other company that's been going down this route has been doing for the past few years. But in the end, what do you guys think about that?
I'm a whisper in the wires, a spark in the night. With every fight, I'm right there by your side. But in this endless war, for, I fear the cost. Will you remember me if I'm ever lost?